A minute seems like a long time when you're not saying anything. Lisa?
All right, well, 1 minute was not long enough for me to put together the awesome acronym that I hoped for. I was going to use NFT. Here's what I came up with. We got a new idea. I'm going to talk about some fantastic things that Leah did, and the T, a couple things for her to think about for her next speech. All right, Leah, I thought this was a fantastic speech of a topic that I've kind of heard. Once you started talking about it, I was like, oh, that. So it was one of those fringe topics that I think held a lot of interest and not a lot of people knew about it. And I loved how you broke it down. And you used that break it down term quite a few times. And so we knew that you were going to take something unknown and really help. And so that's one of the fantastic things that you did. To start off with, you did a poll at the beginning to kind of see how many of your audience members already knew what you were talking about, and you knew you were in like fresh territory. So you were gentle with us who had no idea what an NFT was. So thank you for that. Another fantastic thing that you did was at the very beginning, you gave us two very concrete visual examples even before you defined what it was. And when you defined what it was, you broke it down again to define those words in it, because I wouldn't have known what fungible is without you telling me. So thank you. I really like how your speech was set up. You talked about what they are. You gave us more examples. And then the big one, and I'm glad you hit on it. Why does it matter? Why are we learning about this? What could it do for us? So one, I think it was an interesting topic, but you also let us know that here, this is a way to support artists, and there's potential money in this. And so there might be some people who are saying, I'm going to check this out. One of the things, I have two things to think about. One of them is at the very end, I thought you had a great action for the audience to go home with. And that was, if you want to see more, here's where you can go. But then and I thought, okay, that's like good conclusion. And then you're like, well, that's all I've got. If you have any questions, like get in touch with me. And I'm like, So for a speech conclusion, I'd love for you to tie it in, to confidently say, here's where you can go, and maybe leave it with that and not say, okay, I'm done now. Just maybe work on a little punchier conclusion. And the other thing to think about, I know in Zoom, we can put our video into our presentation. I don't know about WebEx, but I'm just wondering if there's a way that we can see you in addition to your presentation, because I'd like to have that a little bit more. So maybe something to think about, how we can use technology to connect with our audience that much further. Fantastic speech. And I can't wait for the new, fantastic, and things to think on speech for next time.